Well, Jake, I received a call about 12:30 on my cell phone, and he wanted to show me a text message that his younger son received from Paul Cianci in California. So I responded to his residence, and I was able to take a look at the text message. At what point I felt that it was pretty serious. It sounded as if Paul Cianci in California was thinking about harming himself. So obviously I knew I needed to make a phone call to the LAPD and have a well-beings check done there. But the text message itself, I believed was, the context was that he was thinking about harming himself, yes. I got to his house about 12:45, looked at the text message, made a decision, and we contacted LAPD, at which time I spoke to a lieutenant there who was very helpful, of course. She explained to me that they were in the middle of a shooting at LAX. I told her I was aware of that. At this point, we weren't connecting the dots, of course. I asked her if she could conduct a well-being check at a residence for me. I received a message from a father in New Jersey that is concerned about his son's health, or well-being, I should say, and she said that they would make an attempt to go by and check the residence. Well, Jake, I got back to my department after speaking to the LAPD, and obviously, the last conversation I had with the lieutenant there was she would contact me as soon as they made some contact with somebody at the residence. She did call me back and told me that they met with two roommates there, and both roommates stated that he wasn't there today. He was there yesterday, at which point I contacted Mr. Cianci back and told him that the LAPD did make a well-being check and he's not home. I hung up the phone probably about 20 minutes later. So we're talking maybe 1:30. I get a phone call from a reporter from the Associated Press, and he wants to interview me in reference to a resident by the name of Paul Cianci. So that was the first time I received the information. And I'd say about, I hung up from him because I needed to get our officers in position to get some surveillance around his house here in Pennsville. I knew the media was on their way there, at which point Paul called me. And I'm talking about the father, Paul Cianci, the father, contacted me on the cell phone again, and his comment to me was, Chief, is this what I'm seeing? My son is the shooter at LAX? And my reply to him was, I'm being told that, Paul, but I haven't confirmed it. I'll check into it and I'll let you know. And he was very emotionally upset. And then obviously things started to roll along, and the FBI came down to Pennsville, and we continued with the investigation there. I mean, like you said, I'm speculating on that. That's not part of my investigation. It could be anything. We were all wondering back in my department, what was the beef with the TSA guy? I mean, I don't understand that, and none of us really know, and that's where we are right now. Right now, I think in our town we're trying to kind of get the community back together. Obviously, we're supporting the Cianci family. They're having a rough time with this. This is just like any normal family, in your community, and your son goes away and decides he wants to move on in his life and try to create a business or start something business-wise. And next thing you know, you get this phone call, and this is what you hear. So it's shocking to everybody.